An increasing number of Americans are turning to social media as a political forum. This democratizes politics by giving a voice to many who otherwise would not have one. However, this undermines our system of republic by giving power to individuals who are prone to sensationalism, people who the republic intended to take power away from, but now are growing incredibly strong as loud, vocal minorities. According to Pew Research, 66% of social media users have engaged in civic or political activities on social media. A separate Pew study showed that 16% of the American population connects with political figures on social media, and that every year this number is growing. Research conducted at Elon University showed that social media has a large impact on the connection these figures make to individuals. From the convenience of the political figure's phone, they can now nourish a near personal connection with potentially millions who are sitting in their homes. This allows for celebrities and activists to directly affect the legislative process. Social media allows for normal individuals to post political opinions online and immediately be exposed to thousands. This grants a great deal of power to individuals who are out of the public eye. Power was traditionally reserved to those with money, influence, and within certain power structures. However, social media allows activists to have a low-cost medium to spread their cause, creating a shift in who can set agenda. There are a few examples of this in recent politics. One of these is the Occupy movement. As the New York Times points out, social media was an empirical part of the Occupy movement. Those participating used social media to pursue ideas and organize in masses large enough to shut down parks and bridges. A second occurrence involves a dentist that hunted Cecil the lion in Zimbabwe. When it became known that this dentist shot the lion, there was mass outrage on social media. As the BBC reports, the internet descended on the man. Social media users ranging from celebrities to college students were constantly denouncing the dentist for weeks. A third occurrence was the Black Lives Matter movement. The Atlantic relates the success of the movement to hashtag activism. This allows millions to connect with the movement through the use of social media hashtags. Research published in American Ethnologist showed that this hashtag activism was imperative to the movement following the events in Ferguson, Missouri. It creates a shared political temporality and brings disparate people together en masse behind one single cause. As Huffington Post reports, this hashtag Black Lives Matter became a rallying cry for the movement, garnering an increasing larger support base throughout incidents such as the deaths of Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, and Eric Gardner. Clearly, the democracy was increased in these three movements through the use of social media, by giving a powerful voice to people who otherwise would have been disenfranchised. However, sensationalism ensued, creating further strife and not proposing solutions to any of the issues that these movements were formed around. Aristotle considered democracy one of the worst forms of government, because in a democracy, sensationalism quickly takes over and laws are made on emotion and not on reason. The Constitution takes this into consideration and creates a republic, limiting the direct role that individuals have in government. This makes sensationalism distant from the lawmaking process by placing a medium in the form of representatives between policy and the sensationalism of the masses. Through the drawn-out lawmaking process, sensationalism dwindles and reason prevails. Social media undermines this process by providing a direct connection between the sensationalism and the policy-making process. So what can be done about this? A policy must be established where the media does not put as much coverage on the sensationalism, but rather on the pragmatic solutions that coexist with the problem. Individuals must be aware, in an educated populace, the differences between these pragmatic solutions and the sensationalism. Lastly, politicians should function as the medium between the sensationalism and the pragmatism by not giving into the sensationalism in order to pander for votes, but rather pursue pragmatic solutions to the underlying problems. This is not a perfect solution, but is a pragmatic approach mitigating the problem. With this outlook, sensationalist speech can still occur and flourish, but will not result in a corrupt democracy run by emotion.